What up, people, fellow business owners, managers, etc. Okay, so I just want to do a Facebook Live just talking about a recent client, a new Salon member that we've actually worked with previously in the past, based in Cork in Ireland, hairdressing salon business, very successful, award-winning, etc, etc. And look, a little bit of an admission here. When working with the more well-established, award-winning salons that are very well known, very, just businesses that are very that have collected the accolades and have a very high standing in their town or city, it certainly makes our job easier in terms of creating successful marketing campaigns, because it's going to get a better uptake. It's going to get more bang for their buck. They're going to get, if we're doing digital, they're going to get more clicks for their budget. They're going to get more people downloading their offer, and they're going to get more people using the offer, just because, they're more associated with that. That's not to say that less well-known businesses and new businesses that we can't do launch campaigns that are very successful for them as well, because we do. Just when we're working with a more well-established, award-winning business, it just makes our job a little bit easier, is all. So anyway, we launched a B2B campaign. Now, I've spoke of, in some of my recent messaging and lives, etc., I've talked about how our local business targeted strategy has sort of hit the road. It's been very slow at the moment. It's not getting the results, certainly not the results that it did this time last year or the year before, for the obvious reasons. This is a very exceptional year. A lot of people are still working from home, some, and are going to continue doing so, or at least part-time working from home, based in offices, the offices that we would usually target for these campaigns. You've got some people that are still furloughed, and you've also got some people that have been made redundant. So these are all reasons, of course, why our local business targeted strategy, where we basically infiltrate, the larger organizations and local offices around a salon or a spa or a barber's or whoever we're working with, whoever our member is, we infiltrate those businesses. We get details of a promotion, basically to spread around local businesses, particularly targeting the larger organizations, and just, create word of mouth and let word of mouth do its thing, and get a whole bunch of local workers, office staff and working professionals using the offer and through the doors of our salon member. Well, infiltrating, getting word spread around companies, even when it's a small town, most people are working from home, even though they are located, they're still very much based in that town area, and they'd still very much want the offer or go for it. It's just harder to get that. We're finding it's harder to get that word of mouth. When everyone's working from home. I mean, of course it does. It makes sense, right? If you've got a whole bunch of people sat on the floor of an office, and one of them says, "Oh, look, I go to that salon. It's fantastic," and the offer's good enough, well, bang! Suddenly you've got 5-10 ladies maybe wanting that offer, or 10 men maybe wanting that offer for that barber's. It's much easier to generate word of mouth when everyone's working in an office, as opposed to working from home. So look, these are just all reasons why our B2B, our local business targeted campaigns have been quite slow. That's not to say that they're definitely still worth doing, and we're starting now. It feels like as we're coming out of this sort of lockdown working from home phase, we're starting to get a bit more traction. Well, this the latest campaign we just launched, or one of the latest ones we did, we've created an offer worth €95. It's giving away, it's at a discount of roughly 50% or something like this, 3 separate visits. So a new client working in a local office is going to purchase this prepaid e-voucher costing them €95. Okay, and what they receive for that €95 is 3 separate visits to the salon, to our members' salon. Well, we launched 10 days ago. Reached out to a whole bunch of companies in Cork in Ireland, and we're still doing so, and we've had about 30, I think we're bang on now 30 e-voucher buyers, and that works out to be, through e-voucher sales alone, you're looking nearly €3,000. So €3,000 generated in the first 10 days. And look, the brilliance of this is, whilst it's heavy discounting, and they are taking big cuts for these 3 services, a couple of important things here. The 3 services must be 3 separate appointments, and they must each be kept at least 2 weeks apart. Sorry, I'm out on the street at the moment, but let me repeat that because it's important. Those 3 visits, those 3 services must be 3 separate appointments, and they each must be at least 2 weeks apart. Now, why do we have those rules, and why is the salon going to be upholding those rules so vehemently, so strongly? Well, simply because it's going to promote, without actually seeing this offer, it might all sound a bit confusing, but in a nutshell, it promotes upselling services in the salon. So with any one of these promotions that we do, the salon, inevitably, our member gets a whole bunch of upsell revenue throughout using the e-vouchers. Across those 3 appointments, it's very likely that most of their customers, if not all, at some point are going to spend extra. They're going to upgrade and add more services, things like treatments, they're going to buy products, etc., etc. So the 3,000 odd revenue in euros that we've generated so far over those 10 days, that's just, I mean, they would have actually generated more than that in the salon through upsales. I don't have a record of that. Oh, to live in London. So yeah, so I mean the actual figure is actually significantly more than that, considering, well, it would be, because a lot of those clients would have already booked in. So, you know, for the first 10 days, 3,000, nearly 3,000 in voucher sales revenue. Not bad. If we can continue at that vein, our goal is to get 200 new clients through their doors with that promotion. And look, on top of my head, to generate, well, something anywhere between 20 to 30,000 euros in new revenue, in new client spend, using these vouchers, these prepaid vouchers, but also upgrading and spending extra through the bonus system that these vouchers entail. So yeah, that's one of the we're off to a good start. One success story with the local business targeted strategy. Perhaps it's going to start where, I mean, we are seeing more success stories now. Sales seem to be picking up. We're getting a better response for our local business targeted promotions. So maybe, just maybe, we're coming out of this lockdown slump and things are starting to pick up, and we can we'll be closely monitoring and looking for the same results for, well, every promotion that we launch from now. We're actually, in saying that, these local business targeted promotions that we run, there is no better time to run them than Christmas, coming up to Christmas, because you can cash in on the gift market. This is where literally you can create thousands in new revenue in December, but without specifically for these vouchers, these promotions, starting from January onwards. So great way of generating Christmas revenue, tapping into the Christmas gift market, and a great way of getting new clients through your doors from January onwards. So there you go. Okay, if you want if you want any more advice, or you'd like to talk about, to look at potentially us doing a local business targeted strategy for your business, DM this message, drop us an email, jump on salonrevenuegrowth.com, however you want to do it, and book a strategy strategy session, and I'll speak to you soon. Okay, I'm off to the gym now. Have a good day. Bye-bye.